What's up with y'all? It's been a while since I've done one of these. I think the last time I actually did a sort of vlog style video was back when I worked as a cabin crew back at easyJet. Yeah, I was quite silent on vlogs, mainly because I still am in pilot training right now back here in Phoenix, and past multiple months I was in ground school, and ground school is it's quite time consuming. By the way, if you want to know everything about ground school, definitely go and check my video up there. I'll leave a link to it. Basically how I got through ground school, my personal experience, and how multiple people succeeded at ground school who are basically pretty much in the same situation as I was. But yeah, basically that took a lot of time off my hands to record anything. So yeah, I've got much more time now on my hands. Still studying a lot for, you know, the flights and the different missions that we go through. Today we're supposed to do a flight. It's quite blustery, but I think it should be a go. Pre-flighted the plane right now, done the preparation of the cockpit, so yeah, let's do this. So for context, it's been about 2 months that we've been in Phoenix now. We've done approximately 10 flights from here. It's been extremely warm. I think that's pretty much the main thing to keep from this place. It's been extremely warm all the time we've been here. But yeah, the flying here is quite bumpy. I think it's quite safe to say that every single flight I've had was mainly really bumpy. So we're trying to prioritize flying in the morning or late in the evening, even though morning is pretty much better than flying in the evening, for basically the maneuvers that we're going to do, the practice, everything that we're going to practice. Today the aim of the lesson is stalls, slow flight, steep turns, a lot of maneuvers basically, so we're trying to make sure that, yeah, I am able to do them. It's going to be quite bumpy, that's for sure, but we're probably going to go in what we call the southeast practice area. So basically the school here and the airspace is so busy that they have to make practice areas. So we've got a northwest practice area, southeast, and a southwest. Most probably I'm going to be sent to the southeast with my flight instructor. I'm going to do maneuvers over there. The airspace is extremely busy here. There's so many flight schools, so many planes flying. There's actually planes in front of me. I've got the runway. There's planes taking off pretty much all the time. So yeah, they had to build departures as well. So we're going to be flying a departure. We're going to be going out to a southeast practice area most probably. And yeah, that's probably the plan for today. I'll take you along, show you how I prepare the flight as well, because I prepared the flight yesterday for today. Also this morning, check the weather, made sure everything was good, the NOTAMs and everything. So all the pre-flight preparation and also post-flight. So yeah, I'll take you along with me for that. All right, so here we are in ForeFlight for the flight preparation. So first of all, I've just created myself a flight, so set for the day that I'll be flying. Over here I set the departure and arrival airport, so Falcon Field for both, and a time for the departure. So approximately 2 p.m. local time, just so that I get an idea about headwind and crossing component that I'll be reviewing tomorrow, just to make sure that what the actual distances will be. But yeah, basically here we've got a summary of our distances, so takeoff distance, landing distance, with our corresponding speeds, and yeah, that's basically what I'll be checking the day before, but I'll be redoing it on the day of the flight, just in case things have changed, which they will. Down here I have entered the aircraft that we'll be using. So the aircraft has been assigned is November 28069. I've set the performance profile, and down here enter the route. So since we're just going to the southeast practice area, and usually it lasts for about an hour, I've just entered Renaissance Festival, delayed it by an hour, so that it gives us approximately an hour afterwards, just to keep the weather accurate and NOTAMs, etc., so that we basically get an approximate idea of our briefing. VPRN is Renaissance Festival. It's the end of the AJ departure procedure, so that's pretty much just south of that, where we're going to be staying in the southeast practice area. Our cruise and altitude And then it's our mass and balance. So I've set the mass and balance right here. So basically how it works is over here we're going to be setting my mass, my instructor's mass, and as well as our cargo. So everything here is in pounds, as we are after all in America. We also need to check that the basic empty mass, so that will be done at the aircraft, corresponds to what is indicated in the pilot operating handbook in the aircraft. Just make sure that the values on ForeFlight are equivalent to the values in the plane. And once we've entered all of this, we're going to go down here. So once again, setting the mass for myself, my flight instructor, any backseaters, and as well as the cargo in the hold, and in the fuel tanks, how much fuel we're going to be taking. So in this scenario, we'll be taking 34 gallons, which equals to tabs, and tabs on our aircraft is basically a little metallic protruding part, which indicates that we are at 17 gallons per wing, so in total 34 gallons. We can request more. For example, if you want to request 2 gallons over tabs, you can just request tabs plus 2 gallons per wing, etc. That's up to the pilot to decide, but for tomorrow's flight, tabs will be enough. We can check the summary over here as well. Just make sure that everything is within limits. So over here we have our reserve fuel mass, landing mass and takeoff mass, and everything is within limits, and we've got quite a nice margin as well, so that's something that is quite nice. So yeah, we don't have any issues with the mass and balance for our flight tomorrow. So all of this is optional. Over here you got FBO, fuel order, and this is your fuel mass, ramp mass, our takeoff mass, with nice margins. And what we're going to do next is just pack for the flight. So over here, click on pack. This is basically going to download weather, NOTAMs, TFRs, a lot of information that is useful to our flight. So now that it's pretty much packed, except there we go. Now that we're all packed, just going to go up here to briefing, and this is going to give me a lot of information for the flight. So basically TFRs, NOTAMs, weather, any pilot reports, anything that's interesting relative to our flight. So any adverse conditions, there are none. Synopsis chart, we have it here. So where we are approximately, nothing special, quite a low pressure actually going through us. So but I checked the weather forecast and it's nothing bad. Over here, everything is VFR, which is good. Every little spot here is green, which means it's VFR. No pilot reports. Cloud coverage, nothing that's going to affect us really. You can just continue scrolling down here. A lot of information that is useful to us. Also wind charts here. It's 22 degrees at our altitude at 4,000 feet, so yeah, it's very warm. We get a vertical cross-section chart here, with, yeah, actually it's quite a good wind component for us, and yeah, finally winds aloft. So also over here NOTAMs, so over here once again the cranes, there's a obstacle tower lighting that's in up, and we're also going to check the NOTAMs for alternate airports. So mainly here Mesa Gateway is one of them, which we're going to check, and Falcon Field, obviously, just making sure that nothing is seriously going to impact our flight. En route, obviously, so all the airports that we could potentially divert to if we had any issues, what their NOTAMs are. So yeah, a lot of obstacle lights and VORs that are unserviceable. But yeah, basically that's basically what we're going to be checking over here. So once we're done with our briefing, just note down anything that's very important to our flight. So over here, I've in my scratch pad, I've written down everything that's important to the flight. So for example, here I've done my briefing. NW craft, and over here the flight preparation. So what we're going to be doing during that lesson. So stalls, incipient, base to final stall, slow flights, steep turns, all that information. I've written it down here just to practice it. Yeah, that's basically what I'm going to be checking here. And yeah, that's basically my flight preparation done. So let's get back to the aircraft. Pre-flight and cockpit preparation complete, we briefed our flight with my instructor, covering weather and note times and the planned course for the day. Departure and arrival as scheduled on runway 22 left. We followed the AJ departure out to Renaissance Festival, where we flew south to join the Southeast practice area. As scheduled, we performed steep turns, stalls, slow flight, and then flew back following the AJ arrival as the sun started to set. Now enjoy this sunset landing back into Falcon Fields, runway 22 left. Landing completed, we taxied back to the parking spot, got the plane tied up and secured, debriefed and logged my hours. Debriefing complete, it was time to head back home and repeat it all again in the next flight.